it is a wonderful environment. We all have some kind of spirituality, and we have a diversity of the different spiritualities here, but pointing to the one God. And I think the one thing that we can find solace in and commonality is the fact that God is a creator. We believe in this intelligent design, especially when we come to an environment like this. So I'm going to ask you to, for a moment of silence, to call to mind God's presence, whichever way you conceive Him to be. Feel Him in the gentle breeze and the tranquility of this place, outside the window with magnificent views and this beautiful bride. God is everywhere, and every human person is the face of God. In the quiet of this unique moment, we center ourselves and become one, radiating our love which like the wind rustles the leaves and bends to tall grasses, which like the sun spills golden fire across the mountains and valleys, which like the waves run sparkling across the sands and flow over the crusted rocks, which like the earth spins past the sun. In this unique time we have come together with Oliver and Tanya to celebrate rite of passage, which comes from the mists of time. The 14th A, which used to be my last one, was ask. Basically means communicate. Don't take anything for granted, because assumptions and presumptions are the killers of relationships. So communicate with each other. Find out what is bothering you. Never let the sun go down without you having resolved your conflicts. And that's an understatement. Because what happens is that you still get into bed, you switch off your bedside lights, and you can't sleep anyway. Because you're stressing and you're kind of angry. You know, those who have courage, eventually they sort of, one will switch on the light and sit up, we need to talk. We all have been there. It's very, very important because it's healthy for you. You cannot harbor resentment of any kind, hatred for anyone, more especially not in your marriage. Doesn't make sense. Because it's equally hurting to you when you do it to someone outside. So that is the critical thing about a successful marriage, is that you talk about these things. You don't conclude, say, well, she doesn't love me anymore, or he doesn't love me anymore, I'm out of here, or something like that. A lot of people are rushing to do that. But most importantly, we need to resolve issues. And the only way we can do that is to open our mouths and speak. Anyone would like to guess what the last A is? Men out there? Sorry? I didn't hear that. Anyone?
Adoration.
Adoration? Not quite. Apologize. Okay, so you know why men would leave that one out. The last and the 15th A, which my wife kindly added to the list of all the A's for a successful marriage, is apologize. Which basically means the ability to say I'm sorry and really mean it, Oliver. So we need to apologize. And you know, I think you can have the script if you want it, but I think for all of us, normally when I speak to people, I speak to myself, and I'm not the perfect one. And I think for all of us, this is more a refreshing of our own journeys in our love relationships and our spirituality. Whenever we go to a wedding, it's about you in particular, but it's about all of us. And on this note, may God bless us, especially in our own love relationships. Amen. God, our loving Father, bless these rings which we bless in your name. Grant that Oliver and Tanya, who wear them, may always have a deep faith in each other. May they be true to the dictates of their consciences and always live together in peace, goodwill, and love.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
I accept this ring as a symbol of your love. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
I accept this ring as a symbol of your love.
I now have the honor of pronouncing you, Oliver and Tanya, husband and wife. Now, Tanya, you may kiss your groom. Owing to the nature of our diversity, both in so many ways, particularly Christian and Judaism, we have incorporated the breaking of the glass. Some of you may have gone to Jewish weddings where there is a breaking of the glass. It is the function of the groom to break down the glass. But the symbolism is that it is linked to the destruction of Jerusalem, where the thought is that, according to the psalmist, you must put your joy, the value of Jerusalem above your own joy. So often joy and destruction and sorrow is intermingled. So that's the kind of the symbolism, which is a reminder of the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem, but also to be aware of the finality of the moment, to say that your wedding is final and forever. Some interpretation, contemporary interpretation, is that this will, because he's going to use his foot to break it, this will be the last time Oliver puts his foot down.